What
a
up,
realm
guys?
of death and madness.
Trying to let this shit play.
In the end, I alone
They fucked
fled
up my
laughing
intro.
and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until
Let y'all just check
consciousness
this shit out.
failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Alright, as you guys can see, I've been searching for games to play ever since Marvel Heroes Omega ended, before I go back to Dark Souls and I'll finish Neo, then the rest of my Souls shit. Anyway, as you can see from the title, this game, Darkest Dungeon, serious fucking atmosphere. Dude, the narrator with the voice was the first part that, like, kinda, you know, I don't know, just kinda brought me to this game. It just kinda, I don't know, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? This dude seems serious, it seems intense. And I love this game, man. It's fucking, it's ruthless, unforgiving. You make the smallest mistake, everything goes to shit. Best way I can describe it, it's like Final Fantasy meets Dark Souls Hard meets Pokemon, yeah. And it's, yeah, I can't describe it, man. I don't really know what it's like. It's just some shit I've never come across anyway. But like I said, that's the best way I can describe it. And you guys already know what we do here on More DZ World. Anything that's fucking challenging, we're gonna stream. You know, I'm gonna play it. At first, I wasn't gonna stream this title. I thought it would be kind of boring, but you know, I'm having fun with it. I'm having a blast, and I just kind of wanted to introduce you guys. If you're thinking about getting the game, or heard about the game, or you know, what's it like basically, because there's no fucking demo. You just gotta download it. I think it's like $9, 15 or 20 for the Crimson Edition, which I have. Now let's get into the shit. So as you can see, you basically make your campaign, you know, which is your hamlet, as you can see, and it's basically like your base. And you know, us being from Gilgrania, that's the name of our fucking hamlet. And you know, I don't really know what the story is going on too much. Fuck the story, who cares? It's like Dark Souls, who cares about the story? Your ancestors got screwed over, monsters, some Cthulhu type, HP Lovecraft type shit came in, tainted your homeland, and you're basically trying to cleanse your land, you know, that your ancestors once owned to get gold or some shit. I don't know what's here. But that's the premise of the game, and yeah, let's get into it. So we're going into my hamlet. I didn't want to stream anything until I at least, you know, figured out basic mechanics, so I would stop, you know, reading shit. Because most of the time I'm just reading, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Irritant, the sum, a sanguine memory to me.
So as you guys can see, to the right of the screen where you see like the Malekithostan, these are my heroes. We're gonna go over some classes, and I'll show you guys, you know, different classes and who and what does what. Yeah, we can pretty much just go from there and show you guys the first shit you should do. I don't have all the heroes right now, but I have some of the basic ones. So as you can see, this is a Crusader, and you can have up to 4 characters when you're playing a dungeon wherever you go. 4 heroes. And you know, that's pretty much how it, you know, how it starts out. So as you can see, you got the Crusader. He's pretty much your tank. You know, those of you guys familiar with RPGs, you already know what a fucking tank is. This is the guy. The Crusader is the class. Simple stats, you know, HP, whatnot. When you guys are playing the game, you can read that and figure that out. You know, like I said, just be familiar with RPGs, you'll get it. Just like Pokemon, we already brought that up a while ago. You get 4 fucking moves. Every hero gets 4 moves. You kind of go across it, you know. The cool thing about this game, which makes it challenging, is you can see the 2 yellow dots right here. means that's the position that your hero has to be in to use that certain move. I didn't know that at first playing the game. So once again, that was that learning curve of playing this shit, you know, which was challenging. And I move over to the next one. You can see it has the 2 red dots all the way over, and that basically shows where your hero can hit from his position. So then you see it kind of has connected red dots right there. Like this one doesn't have connected red dots. This one does have connected, and that means basically it's going to hit 2 enemies within that first 2 rows. So some shit that you really want to pay attention to when you're playing this game, because like I said, small mistakes, life or death. And as you can see, the game kind of helps you out with the preferred positions, that kind of shows you where you want your hero to be. And like I said, most RPGs, if you're familiar, you want your tank to kind of be in the front row. So that's the Crusader. He's your tank. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this dude right here. The Plague Doctor, or some people within the meta call him the Witch Doctor. He's basically your poison, your stun, and bleed. It's one of the things in the game called bleed, where he just bleeds a person out, drains their HP slowly. Yeah, not a lot, you know, pretty good HP. Damage is nice, 5 to 8. Yeah, he's pretty good. You need, you know, a disruptor, like I like to call him if you referring to Pokemon or some shit. So a disruptor, I like him. I dig him a lot. So we have the Vestal, which is pretty much your healer. You know, self-explained. I already showed you guys preferred positions and shit like that, so you know. One thing I'm going to show you really quick. That's another good mechanic of the game, which, you know, you can basically name your heroes whatever you like. So she's Logis, I can keep her as Logis. You know, you can name your heroes whatever. Butt kiss, ass kiss, dick's wide, it doesn't matter. Whatever you prefer. Another cool thing is quirks. Now these are kind of like, the best way to describe it, like you guys who, if you ever did competitive battling with Pokemon RPG, it's kind of like natures. So your natures affects your characters tremendously. Sometimes you have good quirks, like this one, plus 10 damage of torch below 26. I'll get into that later once I show you gameplay. And then you get experience, religions, visions, delusions. You know, these are like your negative quirks. Sometimes they don't do a whole lot, like this one, negative 1% crit. You know, not bad. And sometimes you get this one, like visions and shit, that can fuck up, you know, a mission or a campaign you're doing. So watch out for that. As far as equipment, you don't really, it's kind of basic. I can kind of show you shit. It's really, really basic. You know, from the blacksmith, I'll show you where to get that. It's basic. The number one thing I want to talk about, and you're going to see once we get into gameplay, is is this shit right here, the stress meter. And this, as you can see, is 0 to 200. This is the most annoying mechanic in the whole fucking game. Forget your health, forget your HP, forget anything. If your stress meter, which basically, like, you know, the word describes, if you get too afraid or scared during the campaign, the shit goes high, you have a heart attack and you die. Once your characters die in this game, they do not fucking come back. I love that. You know, that's what drew me to the game. That's what made me like it. You know, like I said, it had that Dark Souls element, just unforgiving. You know, your character dies, they don't fucking come back. So watch your stress, and that's another thing I didn't pay attention to when I first started playing the game, and I only been playing for 2 weeks, still learning it. And yeah, that's pretty much your healer. So we'll go into the Aeroblast, or yeah, the Arbalest. I don't know what the fuck you said, how you pronounce that. But he's basically your you know, your long range shooter. He's also has decent healing abilities. Can heal himself or heal somebody, one of your companions. So it's pretty good. I like him. He's decent, good HP. You know, just try him out. Don't take my word for it. I'm just going over the different hero classes. I don't like using him too much, but you know, when I need a range guy, I go. Next class, you have the Jester. And again, it goes back to what we talked about with the whole stress. This guy is great, you know, when he comes for keeping stress down. And that's pretty much all I use him for. If I can combine him with another hero, the Abomination, you know, I definitely, and we'll get into that later, but yeah, definitely want to keep the Jester. You know, you can kind of, I don't know, he can be good, and he also could fuck you over. So I mean, that's one thing to be aware of. You know, it's kind of high risk, high reward. You know, and that's the Jester pretty much. And I'm still learning him, by the way. I've not figured this guy out completely. I'm still kind of, you know, messing around. And it's one of my favorite heroes in the game. You can see I named him Pyramid Head. I'm a big Silent Hill fan. I guess he's a tank, but he's more like a wall, I guess you could say. You know, he can also dish out a lot of fucking damage. So he's kind of like a tank slash brawler at the same time. You know, hard to kill. Accuracy is shit on this guy. Like, trust me, he will miss 9 times out of 10. Not a hero you want to rely on a lot, but he definitely can lead the line. As you can see from our preferred position, you know, I go a lot of times with this guy. This is one of my main 4. Going to another class, the Bounty Hunter. Another guy that can lead the line. Great HP, good dodge. You know, just this guy kills shit. You know, bottom line, I don't need to go into it more than that. Just a Bounty Hunter. He marks some shit with one of his skills. Next hit, they're usually dead. So you gotta have a Bounty Hunter every now and again. Play with him, see how you like him. The Hylian. Oh man, first I thought she fucking sucked. I thought she was trash. I hated her. Again, I did not know what the hell I was doing. She has an ability in the game right here, Barbaric Yacht. She stuns 2 people in position. If you play competitive battling with Pokemon, you know when you can stun, confuse, paralyze, especially any 2, you know, it's dope. It's great. I love her now. She's one of my favorite. She's basically leads your line. She breaks shields. She breaks through tanks. Hard to take down. Good HP. Good dodge. You can't go wrong with the Hylian. Try her out. She's range in melee, so you can't go wrong with the Hylian. The Highwayman. And my first Highwayman I named, he was Django. He was the Django because he got the guns. I liked him. So another mechanic that we talked about, remember we talked about the stress. You can see how the stress is 100 on this guy, and I'll show you a little bit how to get stress down. You know, but anyway, more about the Highwayman. As you can see, he has 2 pistols, and it's more so, you know, he's range. You don't want to put this guy ever at the front, as you can see from preferred position. He has abilities that hit everybody. I like him. High damage. You know, usually if I gotta kill some shit, I'll take him. Hope to God I can keep him alive with my Vestal, and I'll go on from there. Okay, remember we talked about the Jester. So basically, here's the Abomination. You can see this guy, he doesn't look too impressive. What he does is he turns into a badass fucking Lycan. You know, if you're a werewolf fan and a lycanthropy, this is the guy for you, man. He turns into a fucking beast. I didn't know that. I'm just playing, and I'm like, transform, and he gets all his abilities unlocked. So it's great. He has abilities he can use when he's in his human form, and specific abilities he uses as a Lycan. I love the Abomination. Problem is, a lot of your heroes cannot play with this guy. I repeat, they cannot play with him. You'll see as you're going to a campaign, you know, and every time he transforms, your stress meters from the rest of your heroes goes through the fucking roof. Pay attention to that. But on the other side note, the Abomination is fucking awesome. This guy kills whatever's in his way. It can attack 2 or 3 rows deep. He kills shit. He has self-healing, which makes him stay on the field. God, he's a fucking monster, you know. Abomination. That's pretty much it with him. Where we talked about that. Oh, this guy, my guy. Well, he's not one I use. I'll show you one I use in a little bit. Man at Arms. Basically, he's your tank slash fucking disruptor. This guy stuns, he beats, and he stuns more than he beats. That makes sense. He's the guy, hard to take down. I prefer him more than the leper. I love him, you know, good accuracy. This is my guy, hard to take down. He's usually, when I've been wiped out, my last man standing, so to speak. Get you a Man at Arms. It takes a while. Sometimes it's random generated what you're gonna get, but I love him. Stay with this guy, trust me. Man at Arms. Another Abomination I got. Oh, Hellmaster. I can't forget about this guy. Lucius Lion is what I named him. Those of you familiar with Empire. But anyway, he sends a fucking dog, kills everybody, bleeds, and we talked about bleed earlier, drains HP slowly. Very, very critical in this game to have somebody that can do that. I like the dog. I like the Hellmaster. He has self-healing. It's great. You know, you can't go wrong with this guy. You know, I love him. Try him out. Yeah, that's pretty much the Hellmaster. Just try him out. Like I said, I'm just going over quickly, try to get into some shit. And yeah, these are my heroes. Now, when you start, this is your Hamlet. This is my Kilgrania estate. You start the game, it looks like this. First thing you want to do, which I didn't know, is every week or when you're done with a mission, you're going to get new heroes in your stagecoach right over here. So as you can see, I got 5 new heroes, but my stagecoach only holds 22, so I'll only take 1 or I could dismiss some guys. And you basically, I'll put this up where you can upgrade, and it did give you a little bit of money in the beginning of the game to do some things. Upgrade your stagecoach right here. You at least in the beginning of the game want to be able to hold 13 people. That's the first thing. Don't upgrade anything else in your Hamlet. Make sure you can hold a lot of fucking people. They're expendable in this game. You know, sorry to say it, don't fall in love with anybody. All your heroes are expendable. They die all the time. I'm going to show you a money grab that I'm going to do pretty soon. I'm just going to go out and try to get some money. They die all the time. Don't hold on to anybody. So that's the first thing you do. Upgrade your your stagecoach. The tavern and the abbey, I'll just kind of show you this and how we talked about earlier. We got into stress. This is where you go and kind of put one of your heroes and kind of cure your stress, because you don't want to put a hero in a mission when their stress is high. See Mr. J, that white bar? My stress is all the way the fuck up. So I don't want to put him in the next mission unless I'm just going to put him on a suicide. So you put him here. I'll kind of show you an example. It's 1,000 gold. I don't have that. Money is hard to come by in this game. Another reason that drew me to the game, that drew me to it, just like Dark Souls, hard to come by with currency. And that's how you would get your stress down. You wait till a mission, fail or pass, your stress will come down once you click that. Very important. This kind of shows you more of the story. I can kind of get into that later, maybe after I show you guys what's going on. How you upgrade your combat right here is in the guild, and it's very simple. You know, you want that, bam. It's not like Final Fantasy complicated or some shit like that. It's really fucking simple. You want a bigger attack, Smite 1, now I'm going to Smite 2, Smite 3, Smite 4, Smite 5, and so on. It's simple. You know, the game is not hard to play, and it's kind of more bios about different kind of heroes. I'm not going to read all that shit though, you know, but just so if you guys want to know more about the Vestals and what's going on and other heroes, this is where you come and can read the bios. Blacksmith, simple. After you got enough recruits and your stagecoach is upgraded, I would highly recommend you get your weapons higher. You know, you pretty much just see him. Well, I recruited him, he's already high, but I'll show you somebody who I've kind of worked on. Let's see. You see my guy Believe, and I named him Abomination Believe because I put him on a suicide mission and he fucking survived. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I've upgraded him, and simple, bam, you know, got a higher weapon, got a higher armor, you know, simple. Blacksmith, you'll find out more how to upgrade it. And those are some of the main things. Like I said, the Abbey, Graveyard. Hopefully your graveyard doesn't look like mine, but if you're serious about this game, it will, trust me. All my heroes that die week by week, you'll have a lot, and like I said, they do not come back. Except for some kind of rare event I heard about online. I don't know too much about it, but yeah, these are some of my favorites right here. But yeah, your sisters are, yeah, they don't come back. Your heroes, so watch out. More bullshit over here. Nothing really. Upgrade camping skills. Your heroes in the game can camp. It's basically like taking a break. You can't always do it. Sometimes they give you the shit, sometimes they don't. So, but you can upgrade camping skills. It's basically what your heroes can do. Take down stress, remove, you know, fucking effect, blight, which is some kind of another like bleeding effect or whatnot. So just crap like that. All right, we're gonna go on a suicide run. I know you guys are like, dude, just get to the fucking gameplay. I want to know, should I buy this game or not? You know, is it Dark Souls slash Pokemon slash Final Fantasy slash all that shit? It's up to you to decide. But yeah, let's get into some gameplay. So like I said, I'm gonna go embark, and there's some other shit down here that I'm not even gonna get into. Just play the game. There's some fucking trinkets and shit, you know. Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of some heroes who I just came from a fucking suicide mission. They ain't get anywhere. So let me see. Invited my friend Skyler. I really want him to check this game out. This dude is like the king of Final Fantasy, king of RPG. I want him to get this shit. I've also talked to Tony Bing on YouTube. If you guys don't know who that is, look his shit up. He was great in Marvel Heroes Omega. Tony Bing, trying to get him to stream this game, and yeah. So you can see Digsby is one of the heroes I put. His stress is too high, so I'm not going to waste gold on him. I don't have gold anyway, but I'm not going to waste gold, you know, 1300 gold, putting his stress down so he can I'm just gonna fucking let him go. And as you can see, dismiss hero, bam, let him go.
Not the lame horse, nor the broken man.
And they'll kind of say some shit like that. So, my guy, my Hellmaster dive pussy, pussy. I'm gonna let him go too. Like, there's no point in keeping him. He's shit. Stress is too high. Quirks I don't like. So we're gonna dismiss.
Slumped shoulders, wild
let
eyes,
him the fuck go.
and a stumbling gait.
So you see,
This
I'm
one
at
is no more
19
good to
now.
us.
This dude, he was fucking garbage, but I could still use him. It's because, and he's fucking upgrade too, so I'm gonna keep him there. Mr. J, he's kind of fucked up, but I'm gonna keep him in there for now. And yeah, I don't want to get away one of my healers, you know, I'm gonna keep her. So yeah, now we got room to recruit. So let's go to the stagecoach and we'll show you, bam, now I can recruit some people. I don't have an occultist. That's another class I'll show you about. And he's a gamble character, man. He can be a better healer than a Vestal, but it's a gamble. I mean, say you go and you say, oh man, I need to heal my leper, you know, and it says, oh, you know, you can get from 2 to 10, and then you might get fucking 1. Or you might just bleed your own character and get no healing at all. He's fucking made me almost break my TV at times. Sometimes I wanted to fucking just other times I'm like, dude, you're my fucking guy. I love you, occultist. I fucking love you. And you know, but it hasn't been too much of that. Yeah. So yeah, I like the occultist. I'm gonna bring him on. You can see they don't charge me to do that. I just recruit. All I need is room.
One must know it.
I'm gonna get another occultist. Bam. I'm gonna get another leaper. Bam. You see?
Understands that
doesn't charge me.
adversity and existence are one and the same.
I do want another abomination though. Let's try to get him. Kind of show you guys some shit. I don't want to get rid of my Joker. Shit. Alright, that might be enough for now. Till I get some cash. Like I said, this is a cash grab we're doing. So that's all it is. I should use my A-team. Alright, let's go into this shit. To my money grab. So I got another Crusader. Well, let's go with the Bounty Hunter. So like we talked about how I was saying certain abominations, they can't go with certain heroes. So watch, I'll try to use. So I'll get Believe, and right now I can put them there. You see? But say I want to put my abomination or my Lycan with my healer. See, I can't even put it there. She says, I will not serve with this creature. So, the game fucks with you like that. You really have to think about your choices. So I'm not going to go with Abomination. I'm probably going to go, let's take out Believe. And let's put, who do we get? Who's, fuck it, let's go with Crusader. and then I'll go with the bounty hunter. Like I said, this is a cash grab. I'm not putting any money in this shit. This is gonna be whoever survives, and we probably won't. Shit, I don't want to waste my man at arms. Let's see. Let's use Disdain. I like this guy. He's one of my guys. Alright, so as you can see, we're gonna go to, and I got unlocked the boss. I already beat a boss earlier, and as you can see, we got another one. I'll show you that later. Alright, so let's try it. Let's go. I like being in the wheel. That's kind of too high for him right now, level 2. Alright, let's go here to ruins. We'll try this one. And this is where normally, if I was serious about it, I would just kind of buy some shit. Alright, number 1. The main thing you want to buy, man, in this fucking game. Food. I can't stress that enough, and that's one thing I'm gonna buy right now. Oh, I got it like 400 bucks. You need food, bro. Trust me. This is the number 1 thing to buy in this game. Fucking food. Shovel. And the reason you need food, you playing the game randomly, just tells you to eat. If you don't eat, your stress goes up. Or you need to camp, you need food. Number 2, a fucking shovel. Obstacles you'll see pop up randomly, and sometimes based on your character's quirks or their natures, they'll randomly do stupid shit. You know, eat a dead body, fuck with something you shouldn't open, and the stress will go up. Or you just need to, you know, get a fucking tree out the road or a rock. You need a shovel. I like to get 3 or 4. Blight, and these basically cures your poison. Bring 3 to 6. Always try to bring 6. Bandages, they cure your bleed. You definitely want that. You know, that's the one thing you want. Lastly, what you have to have in this game, where it gets its name, Darkest Dungeon, is the fucking lanterns, I guess, or you can just say torches. And you need the torches. I don't have any money. Like I said, this is a money grab. But you need the torches. It's a torch meter when you play the game. If your torch goes out, the monsters get higher. You know, the levels, they get stronger. Your characters get stressed quicker. And that can lead to ultimate death, quick death, put it like that. You never want the shit to go dark, and I heard some big ass monster can come out and kill you if it goes all the way dark. You don't want that. Alright, let's get into this shit. Yep, I know I haven't bought any food. Fuck it, let's go. Now I have to go into character, I have to go into Kil'Gron as he leads
there is
the four horsemen.
Symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
Here you can see the annoying ass map. I just love the way they move. Simple graphics, but that's all the fuck you need if the game is fun. Game is highly addicting. I can't stress that enough. Highly addicting. See a fucking trap on the ground? It's one thing I told you about. Fuck! I tried to disarm it, didn't work.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
That's that torch meter I told you about up there. So pay. Oh, okay. See, it went down a little bit, got a little darker. You basically want to try to get through the maze, and it says I have to clear 90% of my room. Oh, gather 3 holy relics. So normally it's just explore. As you see, we're going through the dungeon, the atmosphere. I love the fucking music of this game. Shit, they struck first. You can see that meter, that black meter above my head. That's that stress shit I told you about. Pay attention to it. I'm bleeding. That's bullshit. I'm gonna show you what that witch doctor can do. So I'm gonna do this one. I like this, calls Blight. He has a better one though. I don't think I put it on. Alright, let's put this. Try to blight this bitch right here. You normally want to go for the back. These guys typically are the more disrupting enemies. You know, he has Ren, so watch out for that. They can also bleed, but so let's get these guys first. There'll probably be more problem. But I can't hit, as you can see, so go right here. He's blighted. Caltraps. Let's hit him with that. Nice. And as you can see, the Erebset, whatever the fuck he is, you can see what kind of more of what he can do. I dig him. Let's do blind fire. And as you can see, certain moves, they tell you how much he can do. You can see my heroes he can do between 5 to 10, 6 to 12, depending on who you go across. So that's what you want to pay attention to. 11, not bad. Good hit. Bam, almost dead. And this is a game, you don't want to take chances. You want to kill the shit fast as you can. You don't want your battles to be ongoing. Make them be quick as you can. See, the Crusader, he has a stun ability I told you about. So we're going to do that now. Bam, let's try to stun this guy. I hope he doesn't resist. Okay, he's stunned. Do not underestimate stun in this fucking game. I'm telling you. I did and paid for it until I found out what I was doing. Don't underestimate the stun. At all. 6 to 12. Oh!
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.